Welcome to the month of June, 30 days all about gin. Shining a spotlight on those with a unique spin. Fun facts and proper tastings, cocktails and Friday afternoons. Discover 13 different brands and be influenced by me. Some for all. That's right, I am a song for all. Well, hello everyone, and welcome to day 21 of June 2022, my annual 30-day salute to gin during the month of June. Now today is a Tuesday, and that means it's a product tasting day. The second of 4 Canadian gins with a spin that I'm going to be showcasing this week. So I kicked things off yesterday with a look at an Ontario gin, and I'm staying in the province once again today with my taste buds headed to both Toronto and, by extension of that, Niagara Falls. This is Levenswater 34, an eclectic gin that was initially inspired by both the vibrancy and smells of Kensington Market, which is located in Toronto's downtown. It was also inspired by the multicultural diversity of the city itself, and that's a lovely little unique spin in and of itself. Now, the actual distillation of the product takes place in Niagara Falls, so that's why I alluded to that earlier. And the spirit uses potato as the base, spin number 2. Now, as the name on the bottle indicates, 34 different global and at times exotic botanicals are used in its production. Those botanicals are actually macerated, and that means left to soak in the previously distilled spirit. And since there's no secondary redistillation, the color of the gin that we're seeing in the glass and on the bottle, that's a result of the ingredients used and the fact that they were soaked into the base spirit. Speaking of the ingredients, while the exact 34 botanical recipe is not known, we do know that Telecherry black peppercorns from India, juniper, of course, French lavender, and Spanish saffron are all included. Hibiscus and blood orange are also part of the fray. Now, I did say it was an eclectic gin. Coming in at 40% alcohol by volume for a 750 milliliter format, it's time to dive in for a sniff and a taste of this Dutch-inspired gin with an homage to cultural diversity. As always though, first we're going to acclimate our nose by raising the glass 3 times, and then on the 4th raise, we're going to take a really big inhale. Here's how I like to do it. Hello there. How are you? Hope you're going to smell delicious. Right. Wow. It's different and intense. It's not unpleasant at all though, right? So don't get me wrong, but it's not a traditional smelling gin. Floral and spice right up front. Lavender, rose, garam masala, pepper, and some orange and lemon citrus notes. That sprucey juniper, it's in there. Fresh ginger, curry, and finishes off the nose for me with some sweet herbal tones. An absolute ton of aroma in the glass. Now we taste. And remember, when tasting wine, spirits, and sake, right, we want to swish that liquid around all of our mouth and coat those 5 flavor receptors that we have. Cheers. Again, very different. Both floral and savory, kind of at the same time. Then citrus, baking spice, pop notes are starting to pop out now. Followed by a little bit of a sweet piney note, a little flavor in the back end. Black pepper. And there's just a little bit of like a bitterness on the finish. Folks, this is COMPLEX. Complex for a gin. Certainly an overall departure from the fairly generic London dry styles that we see mostly on the liquor store shelves. And honestly, that's kind of what I appreciate most about this gin. It's as unique and as exotic as the city that inspired it all. Well done, Levenswater. Well done. For me, this over ice would probably be the easiest way to enjoy it. I wouldn't suggest using tonic for a G&T. There's just way too many competing flavors in here. For those of you that are creative mixologists or who are into mixology, I believe that this gin provides an already exuberant canvas that you can add your own personal touch to in creating your own bespoke gin cocktail. Okay, so where can we find Levenswater 34? Well, only here in Ontario. Available at the LCBO, stock number 645697, and retailing for $52.95 Canadian for a 750 milliliter bottle. It's not available anywhere else, nor is it available out of province for shipping. A touch on the pricey side, if I'm being honest. However, there was so much going on in the bottle, I'm not even sure you would have to use a full 1.5 ounces or 2 ounces in making your gin cocktails, right? You could probably get away with using a little more with the flavor compounds that are in here. So, really, a little bit of this goes a long way. So there you have it, folks. Levenswater 34 Canadian gin from right here in Ontario. Thanks for tuning in. Tomorrow, day 22 of June, I'll be sharing another product showcase, so be sure to check out my Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram pages and ensure that we are connected on each of those. Also, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel to make sure that you do not miss a moment of Gi-Une. It's all very easy. Just go into the search bar, each of those platforms, type in SOMM4ALL, and you'll be all set. Until tomorrow, stay safe, be well, and cheers from Song for All. I am a song for all.